Welcome back to News Across Nigeria. The governorship position in Abia State is a cause for concern for the People's Democratic Party, the All Progressives Grand Alliance. Before we get into the meat of that story, all our top stories can be found on our website, channelstv.com, and on youtube.com/channelsweb. Do visit m.channelstv.com to view us live on your mobile device. You can also download the Channels TV app for Android, iOS, and Windows phones from their respective stores. We'd also like to urge you to please interact with the Eyewitness feature in the Channels TV app on the Android, iOS, and Windows platforms. If you have pictures or videos you'd like to share with us, tap the app on your device, swipe to reveal the Eyewitness menu, and follow the instructions. To the South, reactions and protests have continued to trail the judgment of the Court of Appeal directing INEC to issue a certificate of return to APGA governorship candidate Alex Otti and subsequently swear him in as governor of Abia State. While the supporters of the state governor are insisting that the judgment should be reversed, the All Progressives Grand Alliance believe the Supreme Court should have the final say on the matter.
I remain the governor of Abia State until the Supreme Court reaffirms my mandate, which was freely given to me by the good people of Abia State during the elections. I also call on our supporters to remain calm in the face of provocation. I remain supremely confident that at the end of the day, victory shall be ours.
The pursuit of that victory is what supporters of Governor Okezie Ikpeazu have filed out on the streets for. And they are not stopping until the judgment that overturned the result of their candidate is reversed.
I just made a call to the Supreme Court in Abuja. Our lawyers have successfully filed an appeal. Yes. There is no swearing in going on. Yes. Until the case is determined at the Supreme Court. Yes.
The battle is between the All Progressive Grand Alliance and the People's Democratic Party on who the governor is and will be, as the case may be. While the matter is looked into by the courts, the suspense of the result is made more intense by the banter from both parties.
How can a court decide to cancel election in 3 local governments of our land? The constituency, the local government of the Governor Ikpeazu. That means to say that he didn't vote for himself.
The issue is the appellate court ordered that Dr. Alex Otti should be sworn in. The appeal court has given order. INEC, swear in this guy. And what will come before swearing in? Issuing of certificate of returns. And you know that Okezie has a certificate of return, which has to be withdrawn. So when Otti is issued certificate of return, the game is now started.
However, there has been no contribution from INEC, who appears to be watching proceedings from a safe distance. Abia State has lost sleep as a result of the tussle over leadership. And the sooner the matter is firmly resolved by the Supreme Court, the better, for the sake of peace and democracy.
And joining us on News Across Nigeria is Channels Television political correspondent Seun Okinbaloye to give us more insights in this situation. So where do you think PDP stands now as far as what APGA is saying? Obviously, they're not going to agree with them that Dr. Alex Otti should be sworn in.
Of course, you know that in Nigeria, a governorship election battle in court ends at the Supreme Court. So the PDP will not end here, will not leave this judgment because, you know, remember that the lower tribunal, the tribunal actually ruled elections. Don't forget, Abia State is a very interesting one, and the April general elections were one of those states where we had supplementary elections in Imo State, in Abia State, in Taraba State. So it was a very tightly contested race. And don't forget, up till now, PDP has been at the end of affairs, from Orji Uzokalu to Theodore Orji and now to Okeze Ike.
So the shoe will be on the other foot.
Exactly.
But Sean, finally, before I let you go, southeast of the country, Abia State is a very important state in the country. What does that say for political stability so that the economic measures that are being put in place can continue? If you are at a position where you don't know who the governor is going to be until after the election, what does that speak of how that affects the people and the economic plans of whatever party is going to be in power?
Whenever there is political stability, of course, there will be a level of economic stability. There will be a level of peace. You see what is happening on the streets of Abia State. And, you know, Abia State houses a major commercial center as Abba. Abba, in that center, in the southeast, in that block, you know what the commercial activity that goes on in Abba. So you do not want any instability within that region because it commands a whole lot of money that goes into that chain. So what happens is that when you don't have political stability, it's a bit of a challenge. But then what democracy thrives on is this kind of contest that we see between the political parties. The amount of contest, the amount of battle, of wit that we see brings about the kind of competition of ideas, competition of knowledge, competition of information that brings about the kind of change that we expect in the society just as ours.
In other words,
in essence,
it's a necessary
evil
okay.
that we could
Thank you,
expect in this kind of setting.
Kimbaloya, our political correspondent. Do catch him on Sundays at 8 p.m. on Politics Today, and he'll be more verbose and he'll have more time to wax eloquent about politics and the issues concerning what's happening now. You're watching News Across Nigeria. When we come back, the Nigeria Air Force trains new recruits.